When Jose Mourinho signed for Fenerbahce, the whole country of Turkey erupted. Skip forward a year, and now after having said in a press conference that all of his teams beat Benfica, he faced them with Fener in the Champions League qualifiers, lost and got kicked out of the Champions League, and now got fired from Fener immediately after. You're only to turn around and sign for Benfica weeks later. This type of madness only happens with the special one, especially when you consider that he won the Champions League with Benfica's rivals FC Porto in the past, his greatest achievement to date. Benfica are currently 4th in the league with a 5-point gap to Porto, and in the Champions League they lost their first game at home against Karabakh, a huge upset. The stage is set for Mourinho. Time to begin the madness. So let's begin by taking a look at what Jose Mourinho has to work with. It is Pavlidis up top. The 26-year-old Greek striker is 82 rated. He was formerly an AZ Alkmaar player where he was scoring goals for fun. Next to him, we now have Ivanovic, who is a very interesting player, joining from Union Saint-Gilloise in the Belgian league, scoring a lot of goals for them. Then we have Skelderup on the left, a youngster who's just 21 years old, lots of potential. Asnes, formerly Feyenoord, can play in any position, as you can tell. And then the new favorite player of Jose Mourinho, in my opinion, it is Rios, the Colombian midfielder, the beast, 6'2" tall, unbelievable stats on him right there. Next to Baranechea, Otamendi brings in the experience at the back, but then it's all youngsters. Dal, Silva, Dedic, and Trubin. On the bench, we have new players like Sudakov, for example, who was signed from Shakhtar Donetsk. Then we have the likes of Barrero, who I think was signed last season, if I'm not mistaken, formerly a Mainz 05 player. And we have Araujo, Ba, Luque Bacchio, some great players that are going to be quite useful to us moving forward. Antonio Silva is still an exciting prospect at the moment, and that is the only player at Benfica who is an exciting prospect, which is kind of new. They used to have a lot of big talents. Now, as we do step in, it is the month of September, which means we have lost out on transfers straight away. So since we cannot spend money, let's focus on tactics, and we're switching to the 4-3-3 attack, which means Pavlidis is the lone striker backed up by Ivanovic. Sudakov goes straight into the starting 11. Bruma actually comes in until Luque Bacchio is back from his injury. Asnes in the midfield alongside Rios. I'm pretty happy with this as a starting point. Look at that. It looks odd, doesn't it? Mourinho holding up a Benfica shirt, but next to Rui Costa, another legend right there. But he only gets a contract until 2027. So when this season ends, it's going to be 2026. And next season ending, 2027. He really needs to showcase straight away that he's the man for this job and get himself an extension. And that is why we have a lot of pressure straight away as well. By the way, if anyone cares to let me know, is Nuno Felix the brother of Joao Felix? Let me know, please. And now the unexpected events are trickling in. The first one of them all, Carefree Improvements. Board offers 100% carryover for any remaining budget into next season. That is amazing, because obviously in this transfer window, the summer transfer window, we didn't spend a single penny. So I might actually have a lot of money going into the next season. And depending on if we qualify for Champions League football and do well so that Mourinho can stick around, this is very good. And guess what? A couple of weeks later, and we find ourselves in a second position behind Porto, who are unbeaten. But the same goes for our team, and they are up next. And I cannot wait to show you the gameplay here on FC26. If you haven't seen it already on the channel, I've been loving the competitive gameplay. So let's dive in. Benfica players are arriving, and Jose is already talking to his players. He wants that win badly against Porto. And I'm going to put something on the line. If I don't win this game, I'm going ahead and releasing a player with immediate effect. Someone that is part of the starting 11. That's how important this game is. And it's an ultimate. So let's see if I can showcase how good I can be straight away. Luque Bacchio. Sudakov. Here we go. Asnes sending Luque Bacchio. Luque Bacchio over to Pavlidis. Pavlidis onto his left, and once again saved. Gabri Veiga. Good cross inside. Samu Morodion. Big man with the header. Gotta be careful there. Oh, gave it straight back into him. All good. Here we go. He has support. Osnes finds Luke Bacchio. He's now 1v1. The low-driven finesse. Luke Bacchio scores. Such an important goal for Jose Mourinho. 4 appearances, 3 goals since his return from injury. Otamendi missing so many tackles. Trubin, appreciate it. Nice step in from Dahl. The low-rated left back is doing a decent job so far. Luke Bacchio expecting the run from Pavlidis. What a run from Pavlidis! That makes it 2-0. Porto is shocked at their home ground as the Greek man scores his 8th goal in 8 games. And now Luke Bacchio is through for a 3rd. This is ultimate difficulty. EA, you might have to invent a new difficulty for me. Call it the Johnny difficulty. The game actually ends 4-1. And so Pavlidis picks up the Player of the Match award. Now in January, Benfica find themselves in the 2nd position behind Sporting, who are on 39 points. By the way, I really appreciate the way EA is doing the league table now. I love how I can actually tell who's going where. This is very good, so thanks for that. I do have 61 million to spend right now going into this January transfer window. But all I can think of is I could have all of this money next season. And at that point, we could go all out and buy a bunch of players when we actually know how good our team is. So I guess I could probably show you how this season ended. Mourinho is back and he wins the La Liga Portugal. This is very impressive, and I don't know why I said La Liga, but anyways, 82 points, just 1 point ahead of Sporting, whose goal difference was better than ours. But I have some issues to report. Antonio Silva, as you can see above me, is joining Manchester City when the transfer window opens. So we're losing the only exciting prospect in the team. But I gotta say, the starting 11 looks great right now, with Pavlidis on an 84, same as Luke Bacchio. Sudakov has gone up to an 83, Rios up to an 82, and Dedic I had to turn into a left back. He already had the position available to him. He has a 5-star weak foot, so we're fine there. But has actually gone up to a 76, so he's properly fighting for his spot in this team, which I love to see, as Ba has taken over the right back. If both of those guys keep going, I'm just going to switch the positions again. But yeah, Silva will be replaced by Araujo. Araujo comes in now at the age of 24. He's higher rated anyways, but we'll have to find someone to replace Otamendi with. We're losing 2 center-backs. Not only did we get 140 million to spend this time around, but we also have Kökçü returning from his loan deal from Beşiktaş, 85 rated, 25 years old, worth 64 million euros, the highest valued player in the team. I'm gonna check though if they have a buy clause, and if they do, I assume he's staying because he absolutely loves Beşiktaş. But then going down here, you'll find out that we also have Florentino coming back, who is at Burnley out on loan. And if they have a buy clause, I'll sell him too. Florentino Luis, they actually do have an obligation to buy. And for Kökçü, it's the same. Both clubs have to buy these players, so I'm selling both. For Kökçü, I've got myself 75 million, and for Florentino, 34. So in total, over 100 million added to the 140 we already had. Jose Mourinho is fully capable of getting great players into this Benfica squad, so let's make it happen. Of course, Mourinho is watching Premier League and he sees Diakite at Bournemouth doing great. Let's sign him to a Champions League club. Diakite, welcome to our team. By the way, talking about Champions League club, last season we got dropped out of the Champions League by, I believe it was Juventus in the quarterfinals. So we already had made it quite far. He comes in at an 81. Otamendi, I'm sorry, but this just has to happen. Diakite, right centre-back. Araujo, left centre-back with a 5-star weak foot now. You know what? That man right there jogging is the one, Sudakov. We are signing him permanently for 80 million. He has only been brought in on a loan deal, and obviously because the obligation to buy or whatever they have in his contract is not in the game, we have to sign him ourselves. Now, what the hell? Where is he? There he is. 84 rated, out for the international games, but yeah, he needs to be a part of this team for sure. There's no way around it. FC26 has a new top talent. Moro is the one from Ajax. This is the one we had to sign for the future. Lads, Mourinho has used this pull and brought him in. Bruma plus 15 million basically to go through with this deal, he comes in at a 78 rating, which obviously isn't that impressive, especially if you consider that Skeldero is 77 rated, 22 years old. But this guy could be very special moving forward. A lot more potential in him right here. 86 pace, 82 dribbling, 5'7", inventive and technical play styles on him. 3-star, 3-star. I do think that's a big move for us to make. Now, one last position that I'm looking at is the center midfield position. Alsnes is good for now, but I need someone for the future next to Rios, who I hope will continue growing, but I need someone in that spot immediately. You know what? All the big teams didn't buy him. I'm going to make it happen now. Quinten Timber is joining Benfica to play for this team. Now, they have history of signing players from Feyenoord, so let's just make it happen again. 50 million for this one. Jose is getting to spend a lot of money. And just like Kökçü, another former Feyenoord player, of course, this actually moves Alsnes down to the bench, which I didn't expect in terms of the players I wanted to buy. I didn't think this one would come in and take over straight away. But as soon as I saw his name, I was like, yeah, I need to go for this one. So I'm very happy that we do have Timber in the squad. I don't know why it glitched out like that. It was showcasing Moro's stats for a second next to Timber. But there he is. 25 years old, 79 pace, 81 shooting, 78 passing, 82 dribbling, 84 physicality. He has all those play styles that you want to have in a center midfielder, with those attacking and defending at the same time. I think this guy would be incredible for any team, to be honest with you. As we have encountered the next unexpected event, I didn't even read it yet. Here we go. Budget malfunction. A banking issue has blocked access to 38.5 million of your transfer budget, temporarily reducing it from 76 million down to 38. The club is working tirelessly with their bank to resolve these issues and will update you when the situation is resolved. You know what, man? EA have gotten really creative with these things, and I really do like it. Let me know in the comments down below how you guys feel about these unexpected events. I genuinely feel like this adds a little bit of spice into every season, which might have been missing in the past. So huge shout out. I like to criticize EA wherever I can when I see things that are not working, like those contract negotiations that I really hope they will fix. But this is great. And see, there it is. It does say 38 million in my budget right now instead of the 70 something. So that's kind of cool. Halfway through the season, we are third in the league with an 11-point gap to Sporting. And as you go into Champions League football, you'll find us in the 20th position, possibly making it into the playoffs, or maybe even not. That means this team is not good enough right now. I need to improve immediately. The player walking in right now is going to sort out the left-back position. Ian Maatsen is joining us from Aston Villa. I need this move to happen. He's a left-back that can do attack and defense. Dedic is going the other way in this one. I need to upgrade, guys. We need to step up our game. 82 rated, he comes in. Now, we do have Dahl, who's on a 79, so he was higher rated than Dedic. Dedic was on a 77. So Dahl has been growing, which is a good thing to see. And I want competition. So it's good that Maatsen has come in now with that 82, 24 years old, 90 pace on him, okay defensive stats, but moving forward he's going to be great. Slide tackle and rapid play styles. And I'm also looking at Bar right now thinking, despite all these amazing play styles and him being a great player to use in game, his rating really doesn't help this defense in conceding less goals in simulations. So I'm going to upgrade there too. And so El Hilali is joining us, Espanyol's right back. And he now plays for Wolves in our career mode, and we needed him. He comes in at a rating of 80 for 31 million. So again, not necessarily an insane upgrade, but it is one that has a bright future ahead of him. 23 years old, 89 pace on him, really decent defensive and physical stats. He's 6 foot tall, no play styles, which is a bit shocking, but I think these moves will make a difference moving forward this season. As you can see, we are up against Leipzig in the Champions League playoffs. First game has been lost 2-1. I feel like I need to step in to get us to the knockout stages and get us some extra money for the next season, since I've spent basically everything already. Timber down the left we go. This is good football once more. Pavlidis! Dude, he's sick. Pavlidis is just great. Yes, dude, I love how defenders now actually sprint past your opponent in that way. Like, they accelerate so much. It feels amazing in game. Oh, that's dangerous. They could get another one, but no. Trubin is sick. He's 86 rated now, I believe. Oh, big mistake at the back. Look at Bakio. Pavlidis. It's 2. And with that, 3-2 on aggregate. I want to go through into the next round of Champions League football. I want that extra money. Nice, Araujo. Love it. There's something about tackling and like sprinting now in this game that I really enjoy. Pavlidis wants to help his buddy Sudakov score a goal as well. And so he does. Let's go, Benfica. We're going through to the knockout stages. Timber. Lovely work, Timber. Look at Bakio. Pavlidis is right there. What a pass. It's finished now officially. In the end, it's 5-0 actually. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but we are in the Champions League semi-final. Now, Pavlidis is red carded. Ivanovic, save me. You're a good talent, so please help me out here. I would love to go through, but can they actually pull this off? Is it happening? It is actually happening. Mourinho has beaten Manchester City and we're going into the Champions League finale already. Boss, I really need to take a day off with a personal matter. Apologies for the short notice. Well, I guess Matson is not available right now. Finally in the league, we have actually reclaimed the top position, which shows the transfers that we have made in the January transfer window had such a huge impact on this team. 83 points. We were so far behind Sporting, only to end up with just 1 loss this season. But this is the clash. It is Real Madrid with Xabi Alonso against Jose Mourinho at Benfica. He is up against his old team. Let's see if Jose can be successful here. And actually, going into this game against Real Madrid, let me just tell you, I have gone ahead and changed the sliders. I've gone away from competitive, gone to custom, made the AI stronger than myself. So I've given them benefits to pass error, shot error, headers, all that stuff. The AI should be stronger now because Ultimate, as you can tell, was a bit easy for me until now. So we're going to be up against this squad here with Carreras, a former Benfica player, starting for them. And funnily enough, this finale is happening at a stadium that Mourinho has managed at, and a stadium that Trent really wanted to score at. It is Old Trafford, my friends. Let's see if we can win this huge trophy over here. I just realized that Sudakov is a 90 rated player now. He has the incisive pass plus, which I need to use as much as possible. Mbappe sprinting through. Kylian Mbappe. Too much pace, too much skill. What is happening here? Sudakov. Oh my God. He did not just do that. Wow. Sudakov. That is one of the best goals I've scored so far on FC 26. It might actually be the best one. Are you kidding me? Show me that skill move one more time. The Ukrainian leaves Militao in the dust, and then Carreras can't stop him either. Now Militao tries to push in. It's Chouameni. I got it. Sudakov. Down the left goes Moro. Moro with the pace. And the shot saved by Courtois. Vinny. I got it. Oh no, I thought I had it. Wow, he actually finds a way through. Offside! Yes, offside, Mbappe. Let's see that one more time. Is he actually off? Nah. You know what? I don't think he's offside. Lads, I think that's on. Last minute. Kamavinga, I'm trying to stop them. No. It's a free kick. It's a free kick. Or are they not going to take it? They're not taking it. That is silly, Real Madrid. You should have taken the free kick. Now, Mourinho wins the Champions League with Benfica. But I got to tell you something. He won it once with Porto. I want to win it twice with Benfica. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going for it, lads. And by the way, take a look at this right here. He was already Benfica manager for 3 months back in 2000 after being assistant manager to, I believe it was Van Gaal at Barcelona, or who was it? I can't remember. But anyways, he then was Benfica manager before he moved over to Lera and then joined Porto. And ever since then, all of us know what happened to his career. And this is going to be the first Champions League trophy we get to lift in FC 26. Lads, this has been a joy, but I gotta say, I want more. I feel like there's so much more I can get out of this team. So many players that are still low rated, and Mourinho is not done yet. Going into the squad we have, in terms of world class, Pavlidis, Sudakov, Timber, and Trubin. That's it. And the fact that we've won the Champions League with this team gives me a lot of hope. I will turn the sliders up to make it even harder for myself the next time we go into a matchup, but I already felt the difference this time around. This season's top scorer, by the way, is Luke Bacchio, 33-12. Pavlidis, 31-6. Sudakov, 22-12. I wonder if one of these guys already wins the Ballon d'Or. And well, it's not going to be easy going into the next season because I bottled a contract negotiation with Luke Bacchio. And he instantly decided he's joining Chelsea. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Even though he does have 53 million market value and no release clause. So I'm assuming this is a bug. I already talked to the guys at EA. We're trying to get this fixed as soon as possible, guys. I'll send this to him as well. I really wonder how much money I'm getting for this deal because no release clause, nothing. Let's go over into the office and take a look at our budget here. We have 121 million, and that is my initial budget. So I don't even get any money for him. Oh, there it is. I went forward one day, and apparently he was sold for 72.7 million. So, yeah, no idea why that happened. I just sent it to EA. And you know what? I'm not just going for a right wing. I'm also going for a left wing. I appreciate Moro, but I feel like Champions League winners should have higher rated wingers. Anthony Elanga is now joining our side. Newcastle no more. And I do wonder, was he at Manchester United at the time where Mourinho was there? Anyways, 55 million I spent for this man, and he comes in now to play as a right wing replacing Luke Bacchio. 84 rated, 92 pace. Shooting is decent, passing is okay, dribbling is very good. Low driven shot, rapid, quick step, enforcer, and that's it, I think. Yeah, 4 play styles. I'm happy to bring him into the squad, but I need a superstar left wing. He might not be a superstar in terms of his name yet, but he's a superstar in the game right now. Alex Baena is the one we are signing. And that is a player from Atletico Madrid, their new big signing from Villarreal. 115 million we had to pay for this man to join us as a left wing, 87 rated. I'm very happy to see this happen. So Moro goes down to the bench. Oops, sorry. I'll have to do it this way. So, yeah. We'll have Moro go down to the bench. Baena takes over. And we're going to turn one of these guys into a right wing to have a backup there. But Baena is an 87 rated player, just 25 years old. Has some really, really good stats on him. Offensively, 89 passing. And then we have dead ball, incisive pass, long ball, tiki-taka, inventive, technical, and the first touch on top. This guy could be a difference maker for us. And I do believe the best playstyle or player role to use on him will actually be to have the wide playmaker on. I think he can be a great playmaker for us. I have just found out about one of the most aggressive, unexpected events. Exit interview. Jose, it has come to our attention that Osnes has been making scathing press declarations and interviews, publicly discussing his wish to leave the team. We're asking you to take a stand on this and quickly solve this issue. The choices are, I can terminate his contract immediately, or I can isolate him from the squad and then sell him later on. This is quite big, isn't it? If this happens with one of your best players on the team, you're going to lose your mind. But for me, I'm going to isolate him because I might still use him as a substitution. Oh, it actually has a huge impact. I thought I could use him as a substitution. Instead, it actually says unavailable at the top and player absent indefinitely. That is sick, you know. I like that a lot. Jose has done it again. Liga Portugal, 86 points, first place, only 2 losses, dominating in incredible ways. But as we go down into the Taca Portuguesa, you'll realize that we lost against Braga in the finale, which is a bit of a letdown. But when we go down to Champions League football, well, things change. We came first. 8 games, 8 victories, 24 points, 21 goals scored. Round of 16, Arsenal, go away, 5-4. Quarterfinals, AC Milan sent back home, 5-1. Semi-finals, Barcelona and Lamine Yamal. Who? Well, we have kicked them out as well can now face PSG in this finale, my friends. 2 back-to-back Champions League finales with this team. Bayern has gone up to a 91, Sudakov 92, Pavlidis and the rest of the team looks great. I gotta say, I feel like in this FC, the players grow a lot more. It just feels that way. Let me know how you feel about it once you get your hands on the game, but generally speaking, this is an amazing squad, one that is worthy of winning the Champions League, and that is exactly what I wanted to achieve. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to tell you, no one won the Ballon d'Or. None of our players did, but this time it might be happening. Pavlidis 37 and 8, Elanga 21 and 14. They are going to be up for it. Timber has 16 and 14 from center midfield, outdoing our center attacking midfielder. But we all know what Sudakov can do in gameplay. And well, we will have to play that game against PSG, who have a ridiculous team with absolutely no changes. Very interesting. Baleba on the bench, Valverde on the bench. But generally speaking, the starting 11 is pretty much the PSG that we know of today, which is interesting. So maybe not as many transfers are happening away from our clubs. That trophy could be in our hands for the second time right now if I can beat this ridiculously strong PSG team. Again, the difficulty sliders have been moved up. This could be a tougher game. Nice movement of the ball. Pavlidis goes across. Elanga inside. Pavlidis' first chance saved by Chevalier. So I just did a new skill move with Sudakov that I've never seen before. So I'm going to take a look at it together with you guys. So he basically pulled the ball back. Oh, that's sick, you know. I really dig that. PSG running through down the wing. Madsen, great tackle and not giving away a penalty, which is also very important. Sudakov, Pavlidis, here we go. But he's offside. Is he actually? Bro, he's not allowed to score with his hands. This is not offside. It's the second time now it's broken. Over into the center. Lovely. Back into Sudakov. Over to Elanga. Into Pavlidis. The Greek god of this team has done it again. Unbelievable. 15 appearances in the Champions League, 8 goals, and everything's glitching. Oh, straight away, second half begins with PSG's big attempt to equalize. Baena, Rios, strikes it. Good save by Chevalier. Fabio Silva sprinting through. Diakite can't stop him. Ousmane Dembele scores. Finally, PSG get one back for themselves. He's running back to make us move forward straight away. 90th minute. Valverde is on the run. I can't let this happen. Oh, please don't. Please don't do this to me in the last minute of the game. Oh my god, we're going into extra time. Skelderup is now coming on that left wing. Let's see if this guy can help us or... Actually, no. It's going to be Moro. And in midfield, Barrero comes on for Timber. Is it away? Stopped by Madsen. Over to Sudakov. Into Pavlidis. Moro, might he be through? Is he offside? It doesn't seem like he is. And he misses. How the hell do I miss that? I got too nervous. As soon as he took that touch, which got too close to the keeper, I thought I didn't have enough time to put power on it. What a terrible finish in such a big moment. That's it. We're going into penalties. My first penalty shootout on FC 26. I have no idea how it has changed. Trubin, Doué. Bottom left. He scores. We're going to go Pavlidis. Full power. Top right. Yes. Fabio Silva. Now signed for Borussia Dortmund. I don't actually know if he's played any games yet. Sudakov. Easy, right? Easy, right? Yes. I thought he saved that. Maradona. Bottom left. Too good. Elanga. Ooh, too much power, maybe. No. Hakimi. Come at me, Hakimi. We're doing the pantomime. Bottom right. Come on, save one. Richard Rios, Mourinho's new favorite, surely. Golasso. Barcola. Come on, Barcola. Come at me, Barcola. No, too easy. If I miss this, we are not going through. Ian Madsen. Fabian Ruiz. Strubin. A little bit offset. Over to the left he goes. And how do I not save any? Diakite. Lots of power. Not enough accuracy. What a terrible pen. Please, Valverde is the captain now. Come on, Trubin. Come on, Trubin. Come on, Trubin. Yes, Trubin. That's the moment I've been waiting for. And now it is Moro. He subbed him on for this moment. Yes, he's done it. Mourinho has scored and we're looking at the sky for some reason. Anyways, there he is. Hugging Jose Mourinho. He knows who he has to thank for this moment. He subbed him on. We won the Champions League back-to-back. Look at the Benfica fans losing it. The open top bus parade is still in the game and we are enjoying it very much. The double has been won by Mourinho. And Pavlidis has won the Ballon d'Or. It is done. One thing I want to mention though is I went past the October 30th and it was a regular simulation, not through the calendar, and I didn't get the ceremony. So I really hope that's not going to be an issue. Hopefully down the line this fixes itself. But thank you so much for watching. FC26 is here. More and more content dropping on a daily. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're pushing towards 600,000 as we speak. Yeah, take care. Peace.